Embattled Chinese real estate giant Evergrande has been ordered to liquidate by a court in Hong Kong. Our Eunice Yoon joins us this morning from Beijing with the latest. Hi, Eunice.
Hey, Carl. Well, a Hong Kong judge literally said enough is enough. The judge agreed with the creditors that the struggling property giant has had ample opportunity to come up with a debt restructuring plan. Shares of Evergrande-related stocks were halted, but even before that, the share prices had plunged on a report that the company had conversations with foreign creditors, but that those 11th-hour conversations had broken down. Now, investors have been carefully watching this saga involving the struggling property giant with its $300 billion in liabilities and wondering what's going to happen after 2 years. It's still very unclear what this ruling is going to mean. The company itself, especially the CEO, had issued a statement saying that he was sorry about the winding up order and that the company would ensure home deliveries and promote normal operations. Now, separately, the CEO told a local paper that the Hong Kong order only affects the specific listed companies. Now, I managed to speak to one of the creditors just a couple of minutes ago who said that that comment is not justified, saying that the liquidator should be able to legally have entitlement to the onshore assets. Also, they're saying, though, at this point, they're not sure exactly how things are going to play out. And a big reason for that is that what bankers and creditors have been telling me is that the recognition by the government-backed Chinese courts of the Hong Kong liquidator is going to be key, because only then the liquidators from Hong Kong would be able to get their hands on the assets here on the mainland. Guys?
Yeah, Eunice, that's what I was concerned about. But what is the jurisdiction here? I mean, does Hong Kong have jurisdiction over the courts in the PRC's mainland?
Well, they have a cooperation. So they have an agreement from 2021 that does allow some cross-border cooperation. So the creditor who I spoke to said that there has been precedent for this. We have seen some cooperation, but usually with smaller developers and nothing on this large of scale. And in fact, when you look, even though Hong Kong is part of China, the way it could be viewed in Beijing is meddling by foreign creditors in what the Chinese would see as an internal issue, which is that the issues with Evergrande could potentially spill over, and it's already affecting sentiment of home buyers. So they want to make sure that they keep things stable over here.
But Eunice, we know that if you're going to have, say, a 1990-like restructuring as we did in this country, you've got to get rid of these zombie companies. Why would the PRC not use this as a way to be able to get at the developers? Because as long as you have zombie developers, you have no ability to be able to clear the decks here.
Right, and that's a big question. There have been plenty of theories. One is jobs. For example, getting worried that people would be laid off. But one of the issues that the creditor had brought up as well that could be a problem as well, and bankers told me this as well, is that even if the foreign creditors were able to get their hands on these assets, let's say the Chinese court said that they will cooperate with the Hong Kong courts, that these creditors will be way back in line in China, that you would have of course, like local governments, you would have the banks, there would be other people who would be ahead of you. But here, one thing that's special in China is that you would have also the suppliers and then the home buyers, because the way that home buyers purchase their apartments is they usually put a prepayment down. So there's just a lot of other people in front of you, which really begs the question as to how much movement forward these creditors have really made, and it's a really big question mark there.
It's remarkable, Eunice, between the property, the unemployment issues, and certainly losses in the capital markets there, where consumers are finding relief. Very, very slim pickings. Eunice Yoon in Beijing today, covering China for us.